We live in a world in which we are reaching the limits of the growth of the economy. This had been foreseen many years ago, and now we are actually hitting many ecological and geological limits. The kind of economy we've been having until now was based on the exploitation of resources and on the assumption that human beings are above nature, in the same way that it was assumed that men are above women, or the rational mind is above subjective ideas, imagination, emotion, and so on. Nowadays we realize that the world doesn't work like this. We need an economy that has to be fully integrated with the cycles of the biosphere. Otherwise, unless we integrate our economy in the biosphere, there's not going to be room for it, because at the end of the day, it's not that the biosphere or nature is just an aside to the economy, or storage space for the economy to pull out resources and throw back pollutants. But that at the end of the day, the balance of the biosphere is like the basic economy of the Earth, providing us with drinking water, breathable air, food, and so on. When this economy works, we can then build on top of that our productive economy, and so on. But if we disrupt the balance of this basic economy, there is no place for human economy, human culture, human life. And this, to make this change, this requires, above all, a very radical change of mentality. It requires seeing ourselves not above the planet, but as part of the life cycles of the planet, as participants in the biosphere and not as the owners of the biosphere. And therefore, we live at a time in which we need to rethink everything we are doing, we need to reinvent everything we are doing, and the key to all of this is a change in the way we see our place in the world, not as rulers of the planet, but as participants in the network of life, and participants in the miracle of life, and in the miracle of being alive in this universe. I think this change is happening since many years ago. This change is happening at quite a slow rhythm. Many people are connecting more with nature. They are going hiking, feeling a connection with nature. This change is happening. Many people are shifting their attitude towards nature. They go hiking or running in nature, not just for native sport, but also because they feel that by connecting to nature, you connect to yourself. Or because we find in nature a kind of space for silence, introspection, connection that we often don't find in the cities. We find very interesting things in the cities, but we often lack that. So part of what we need to do is to raise awareness of how we belong to the Earth, than being on top of the Earth. And we can do this through science, through medium, but also through the personal experience of each of us. And I think there is something really happening in these terms. And in terms of, so to speak, evolutionary survival, to adapt to our current situation, we need to make this mental shift of feeling part of nature, part of the Earth. And the economy needs to make that as well.